All right. So this is Flip App. It's time to flip off your phone and get outside, find local individual players. Have you ever been in public and you've noticed just how many people can no longer be without their phone? Maybe you don't remember, but there was a time in which you could actually ride the public transit system or be at a bar or on the beach and people didn't have just like their phones in front of their faces. Back then, it was a lot easier to just look across the bus and to give a gentle smile and not feel like a creeper, or sit next to someone, ask them if they're enjoying their drink or chat about the weather. You could have these authentic interactions and strike up a conversation. But now, with the influence of technology and the ripple effects of COVID, connecting to people in the community is so much more difficult than ever, despite actually being more connected than we've ever been. Technology is both a blessing and it's a curse. On paper, technology provides us with plenty of conveniences and gives us the ability to do things that weren't before possible. In reality, though, it's really come at quite a cost. The cost is that technology has become amazingly addictive, serving as a distraction in most people's lives. It's made us lazy, it's made us unproductive, and due to its added conveniences, which can be great, it does end up preventing you from being more creative or from unlocking your full potential. So just because we're more connected doesn't mean that it's actually easier to connect, especially if you're looking for somebody that's really specific in what you want to do. The end of technological induced laziness has to start now. Flip stands against technology as a trap and as a cell. It stands for humanity and human connection and activity. It stands for people growing and progressing in their lives, challenging themselves to become a better person and the person that they actually want to be. It's time that we learn how to use technology so that we can disconnect from technology. It's time that we flip off our phones, set ourselves free. Flip is going to enable people to connect so that they can disconnect and do the things that they love. In fact, in a recent survey that I did, which consisted of about 100 people through a variety of customer interviews and surveys that I had actually sent out and got feedback on, 85% of people within the community said that there were sporting activities or hobbies that they wanted to do, they actually do not do because there's lack of easy access to people in their community to enjoy them with. Whether that person is somebody that needs to be there or it could be an accountability partner for something that they want to love. 85% of people are not doing the things that they love and or enjoy or want to learn how to do. That's a lot of people. In fact, one of these people is Sabrina. So Sabrina's a young adult who enjoys multiple sporting activities. She recently moved to Santa Barbara. She's having a really hard time making authentic connections in her new area just due to the lack of easy access and increasing use of technology. It prevents her from being able to confidently and comfortably strike up a conversation organically to new people in public. Since moving, she's been unable to make these new connections. Her Instagram and her Facebook usage has increased. She'll find herself scrolling unnecessarily for hours on these platforms as she sits alone on the beach or hikes or just goes to lunch by herself. And these platforms leave her feeling empty, and they leave her feeling sad that she's missing out on a life that she walked away from, even though she knows that the move that she made was better for her career and for what she wanted to do and who she wanted to be. She's now battling this anxiety and depression because she can't find those connections that she needs to progress in her new life here and move on. As we know, platforms like Facebook and Instagram, etc., although they make us think that we're actually more connected to the people we know, we actually end up becoming more disconnected. We become more depressed and more anxious. And this is really, really common in young adults like Sabrina here. And so how can I sit here and just tell you all about Sabrina and like her problems and how she, is depressed and anxious, and how do I know so much about that? And that's because Sabrina's me. I've been here. I've been in Sabrina's shoes many times. I know what it's like to feel anxious, to feel depressed, to feel trapped to your technology and your cell phone and compare yourselves to others and not be able to actually find the people that you want to connect with. It's why I know that I'm the right person to build Flip and to bring people together. Technology is sucking the soul out of authentic connections, and I'm creating Flip to re-enable the ability to make those authentic connections so that you can go out and enjoy the sports and hobbies that you actually love. There are, of course, other people that are doing similar things. So there's no place like technology to have a bunch of competition, but these people are out there just connecting people. What they're doing is they're just like throwing up a bunch of events online, hoping that people can make it work and moving on. Flip's goal is not just to be some sort of matching app with a list of events and a website where you can go and just kind of browse. Like instead, we're going to actually cater to the needs of our market and empower them to be active and unaddicted to technology. We're going to give the power back to the user so that they can feel that they're taking their life and their activities into their hands, making the right choices, knowing who they're going out with, what they're going to do, and they're going to have a lot of fun doing it. Sabrina's not the only type of person that's in this market. Sabrina is just one of many. We also will touch into other areas as well as we go through our early adoption phase. In fact, October 2021 is when we're going to have our early adopters hopefully adopt on the app. So in the end of October 2021, we're going to use this technology to set people free through the interactive chat features, AI learning connectivity, with supporting local businesses who are also on a mission to keep their patrons healthy and active. Flip is going to give people the ability to connect with new people locally so they can enjoy the sports and hobbies that they love. Through the localization, starting in Ventura and Santa Barbara County, we're going to initiate business partnerships and spread the word through interactive events that empower our mission and grow our platform and our community. Life shouldn't be a single player game, and Flip is absolutely making sure of that. So once again, I'm Elizabeth Arnold. This is a brief overview of Flip, and you can see more about us at flipplaygo.com, or you can find any of our handles at GoFlipApp. Thanks.